Okay, welcome back. Okay, so part one, where I shared my dream, the song of the day, and my scrying messages will be linked below if you want to go back and watch that. It absolutely came out in the reading. Wow, I mean, this is crazy. So down to that orange energy that the person said, I'm going to call my friend because he matches your orange. And on the second video, that is for Soulful Revolution, this is bottom of the deck, environmental energy, what's around you in this reading, what you may not see coming. It's like, I said, let the tower fall. And I almost said a cuss word, but I didn't. This is, like, we don't need no water. Let the burn. You're letting it fall this time. You are allowing this cycle to complete, okay? Because we learned some things. We learned how to not get in our head, and holy crap, here's the Page of Wands. That's my orange energy for me. This creative project, this new passion, this spark of energy, following your light. This person, okay, there's the Two of Wands if we keep going. This person, I ain't got no shine left. I couldn't hide it. I ain't got no shine left. I couldn't hide it. Couldn't sneak away from it any longer. I almost lost my life. This is very emotional, guys. I mean, it's pouring through. I could barely contain tears on that part too. Happy tears. It's just very, very feeling. If you haven't heard the Kelly Clarkson song Lighthouse, we've all been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Stop. So I was going to use this deck as my clarifying deck, and I still am. But I just want to see what's on the bottom of this deck, environmental energy. And just like the bottom of the deck, could have been a Knight of Wands that either lit your fire or brought the Tower, because Knight of Wands energy, mutable fire sign, could be a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. It's not about signs, it's about the archetype of that sign, okay? But what I'm kind of dropping my jaw at, and I need to close it right back up, the second card on the bottom here, when I finish the reading, Three of Swords, second card on the bottom, also an Eight of Swords. King of Pentacles, this could be either you back to that fixed earth energy of Taurus. And Ten of Pentacles again, which we got in the outcome. So synchronicities like crazy, which go back and watch the read if you did not watch part 2. You are reaching a higher level of consciousness. This is the gifty you're getting. Okay, you are managing your emotions. She's in the thick of it. She's in the emotion. She's in the water, and she's holding on to her earth energy and her power. And I did say this feels like now, like it's coming up here at the full moon, or at least being instigated with that chariot taking off quickly. The Emperor drives the chariot, and the Emperor is enlightened. A balanced Emperor is. An unbalanced Emperor is an A hat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to go 6. Wheel of Fortune. That card for me has not quit. I'm really surprised it didn't come out in this spread. It feels like it's impending. But again, we did have the star. What Spirit wanted us to know means that the star implies the Tower happened. And then that Fibonacci sequence that I was talking about on the star swirl, the perfect timing of the universe, sacred geometry. I have been looking for this everywhere. So I got this at a spiritual show. It is literally the Fibonacci sequence. I had 2 pieces. I found the first piece. this morning when I was cleaning my dressing room. Nutty McFuddy stuffs. Okay. Take what lessons about self-love you've learned. This is, again, there was a choice to be made here, and very much feels like third-party energy. Now, again, third party does not always have to be a third person, but in this case, it's bookending the lovers. We had the Chariot. There's two people on that card, and we also had this girl having to make a decision between an old life and a new life on land, getting her sea legs, and you doing it. So we're going to get some clarity here. We're going to ask for some advice cards, and I'm going to check in with us on our north node. Okay, yeah, I am not a fast reader, guys, but I do my best. So I'm going to take away the energy card. I think this is a very, very clear cut and concise reading. I'm thankful for that. We are going to look at that north node, step out of your comfort zone, and south node of don't let your past hold you back. We're at 18 degrees something there on the north node, so close to 19 degrees. You're about a third of the way through on this north-south node life lesson that all humans are experiencing. And if we don't find the Aries leadership, Emperor energy here, but within partnership, so it works for everyone, 10 of Pentacles, happy family outcome, then you get a Tower. Okay, if people are being too selfish and up for their own agenda, they get a Tower for that being too still in that Aries energy. And then anybody on that south end of don't let the past hold you back, that could be codependency in that Libra energy. That can also look like people pleasing. Okay. And guess what? You're pleasing your damn self, because the goal of that north-south node axis for us is to find autonomy and leadership within partnership. Okay. So oracle cards, I wasn't asking my question yet, but my intention was to pull for the north and south nodes. So I'm going to take this as a separate message. Okay. And we've got Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. Spirit, thank you today. You are on the case. I thought I was on the case looking up that Black Moon Lilith stuff. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Look like you have conviction, to you? So no longer resting, brushing your hair, not wanting to take action with this waterfall of emotions in the past. Maybe wanting to run away from that Seven of Swords, and that would be horizontally, the horizontal axis. And then on top of that, the situation is Ace of Cups, so new love or a renewal of love. That could have been this person trying to run away from a new love or a renewal. But in this deck, it is about learning what to take with you if it's good for the whole. North-south node lesson, and leaving behind what isn't good for everyone. That's exactly what the whole reading is about. Spot right in the middle of the card. Joan of Arc is crossed by, there's a weird image in that card, like a monkey. So maybe your monkey, but looks like a gargoyle. Gargoyles are actually spiritual protectors. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Conviction to get in that chariot and get the F out of Dodge. It seems like crossed by an environmental energy of Marguerite Peretti, the mystic of divine love. Oh my God. I did say at Chariot. We got the Lovas. We got the Two of Cups. We've got the completion. We've got a full with our new journey. We have learning lessons about what we want that makes a happy family. And we've got the Knight examining his own cup. And I didn't even say that in the other read. There's a starfish there. So that is regeneration energy. Okay, and fast, passionate communication to someone who is evenly yoked, because if the situation is the Ace of Cups, and I found this other half this morning, the other half is on its way in the outcome. What you want wants you. But it does take away, meticulously cutting away all of these blockages, that doing that shadow work. It's excruciating to do shadow work, guys. It is no funsies. But you're doing it. I'm so proud of you. That is card 8, and it's right on an 8 of Wands. And then 8 could be 8th month, could be Leo energy, could be just August. Okay, so this full moon where you're surrendering and you're like, you're still working out the details, but you're going, and it feels like definitely by this full moon in Virgo, and then you doing all of your work, setting out on your own balanced self and your own balanced self to help heal this 3 of Swords and get out of your dang head already, right? Hang on. That's the same thing. The fast, passionate action with an evenly yoked Ace of Cups. Okay, sorry for the pause there. I thought I might be getting another message. So love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So we talked about how to fill our own Ace of Cups and not pour from an empty cup. So we'll keep those messages. Thanks, Bert. Now, intentionally asking a question. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay. For whoever this reading is for, what divine goddess or what heroine or hero, souls aren't gendered, guys. They're just souls. We've all been both and everywhere in between. Don't let your past hold you back. What goddess here can help give the collective power to not hold back? Ooh, Japanese tree blossom. I love those. And a monarch, Pluto energy of renewal, right? The towers coming down, which is what Pluto does. And look at those energy matches there, the color energy matches. And there is the, it looks like a shape of a lotus to me. It's what I'm reading it as, because that's also rebirth energy as well as that monarch butterfly. Springtime energy. I'm not sure when those red cherry blossoms bloom. Alexa, when do cherry blossom trees bloom?
Cherry blossom trees typically bloom in mid-March to early April, with peak bloom occurring in mid-April. The exact time varies due to weather conditions.
Okay.
Cherry blossom trees.
April, Emperor energy. Okay, so this is like stuff in the past. So then by summertime, North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity, Page of Wands. If you heard my story, she's wearing orange. You got to go back to the first one and listen to my dream. And then which action am I going to take after all using a microscope to examine things and alchemize the energy? And there's another conch there. You're balancing in your emotions. Temperance card, not a lot of people and 10 of cups under that. Holy shiitake mushrooms and our jacked up Ray Lamontagne, the King of Cups. And I did say over here in this outcome, the king deploys the knights. So he's giving his permission to come and bring you this message of love. This could be a date coming up, someone who has healed and self-regenerated just as you have, that also had to have strength. And look, her orange, she has orange skirt. So she's gone from a younger page to an experienced mermaid. And that mermaid too, coming up out of that volcano, out of that out of that tower, is also an orange. I mean, this is kind of knuck and butts, guys. This is amazing. Balance your energy. And look, no, I've never even noticed that on this card before. I've always looked at the conch. Look at that on the bottom, that Fibonacci sequence. There's a reason I talked about it. The golden ratio. So everything has happened perfectly for a reason, especially when it hurts, because that is showing us our capacity with which we have love for something, right? If it didn't hurt you, we wouldn't be belly aching over it. And then look at this teal energy of this south node. See how those threads here are fading? That turquoise is fading. We are leaving those old patterns behind and no longer allowing them to hold us back from love. You've finally found compassion for yourself. Good job, you guys. Crossed by Sekhmet. Wow. Talk about orange fiery energy. So she pissed. And that doesn't mean, if you're watching from my UK friends or New Zealand friends, no, that doesn't mean she's drunk. So Sekhmet was the goddess who they had to trick into not killing people by getting her drunk on beer dyed by the pomegranate. So she would think it's blood and come after it, so that they could only calm her energy once she was drunk, right? She stopped killing people. She says, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Okay. So this is how you have compassion for yourself, guys. You got, first we get mad before we get good, right? Honor that anger, give it to your voice. If this past situation was just, ish on a stick, let it go. She's wearing an ankh, which is a symbol of past life, of reincarnation. And I did say this has so much past life soulmate energy connected to it, this whole reading. And then painted on her eye is the eye of Horus. If you slice the brain in half and show the side of it, show the side of it. So that's our brains. And right in the middle there, it's shaped like the eye of Horus, our pineal gland, that we use to access our higher self, our intuition, our higher self. I'm getting my ear feels like I'm under the ocean. Sometimes it's just a beep, and then other times it's like loud and a little painful. It's okay, Spirit. I know I get excited too. All right. So that is what you're releasing and letting go of. You're letting that anger kind of just see that, yeah, I should be mad about this situation. How do we end up this way? I'm so confused. Did I mistake love and pain? I couldn't hide it. I almost lost all my light. Overgiving, that Libran energy. You learned in the lesson. I'm a big kid now. All right. Advice for North Node. What goddess can help the collective here step out of their comfort zone towards this North Node, having the strength to fill their own cup, then attract that regeneration, and it attracts that evenly yoked love. Both of you have the Ace of Cups to each other. This lesson, because you took the time to learn, Page of Pentacles. What was your joy? What makes up a happy family? What you want to do in retirement is no longer unclear. Lolita, the red goddess. There's more butterflies there. This card reminds me of my girlfriend Christine. Not only does she love blue butterflies, but look, it kind of looks like her. She almost got me this. How cute is it? Okay. So Lolita is playfulness, is a spiritual power. About to have some funsies. You're closing a cycle. That was a shit storm. The red goddess, playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. And I just said, I didn't even notice she was holding a bow there. I just said, and I said this to a client the other day, as far back of that pain that you pull the bow, that's the same distance that that arrow shoots, right? So in order to love deeply, we have to experience deep pain to know that our soul has that capacity to be reminded that we have a deep, deep capacity to love. She's wearing a hip scarf. I did ballet dancing, Middle Eastern dance for about 10 years, performed and taught. And that was those hip scarves with all the coins denote that back in the day, sometimes like when the gypsies were traveling, for example, if you had to leave somewhere quickly, they would sew their coins or their money, anything of value, into those hip scarves so that they could just grab the scarf, put it on, and go. Okay. Bottom of the deck of your north node, how you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're just getting more playful in an energy around your environment, more red energy there and more blossoms. Look, south node to north node. Okay, and we did have Sekhmet there wanting to hurt everybody because she angry. So Mio Shan, the princess of mercy. So we had compassion here for Quinyan. Okay, passion for ourselves, allowing that anger to lead us toward our light. The princess of mercy, giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. This is balancing out. There's more monarch butterflies on there. What a beautiful environmental energy. A white tiger. I wondered the significance of that. We will ask. That is so pretty, y'all. Wow. So the energy giving is receiving. I saw a teeter-totter going back and forth in my scry. A balance, a teetering back and forth right there. Okay. So giving is receiving. That could be part of this lesson. Okay. Maybe we ran from love. Maybe we either didn't give to love or we weren't allowing ourselves that feminine power of receiving. Okay. And we did get the walrus or the seal. Okay. From the Five of Cups that's in this deck is what I saw. And that seal turned into a walrus because he grew tusks, which is strength, which we got here in our outcome energy. And that means being confident in ourselves and our own uniqueness. Okay. So who cares if what you like to do for fun is weird? It ain't weird to you. Does it make you laugh? Then do it. Playfulness attracts that positive energy right to you. And look, I said that light was fading, that teal light. She used it. She used those past mistakes, what was holding her back before, to allow her to transform. And she turned that pain into power. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Wow. 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 What a reading, you guys. What a reading. Okay, Ange, let's shut up and get it finished. So I did say I wanted to look at 64, 6 being the energy of Aquarius air. What I do with my book. Oh, here we go. And 4 being the fire energy of Leo. They are sister signs or on opposing ends of the axis. Let's see what 64 is. Oh boy, I'm getting a really big spiritual 64. So the realm of 6, outer forces affecting destiny, and then the complementary or opposing forces affecting destiny, the 4. So 64. Doubt, the growth of ambivalence. 6 signifies hesitation, and 4 signifies order. This combination produces doubt. Look at the weather vane. Okay, so this is what's happening today. There's that rooster. I just made a joke because MJ is in the Florida Keys. It's kind of embarrassing, but so when I was there on a girls' trip, we kept laughing about all the cocks that were waking us up. Not the kind you think. And I said, so I told her that in my email, and have a good time and have fun. And I said, don't worry, no roosters suffered an ego death or something like that. So that's hysterical that that is showing up, because this reading is intended for Soulful Revolution Collective. Okay, so right now, combination produces doubt. In my dream, I wasn't sure which way I was going, but I knew damn well that it wasn't where I'd been. I wanted to go toward that north node of destiny, of leadership in the near future energy. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, so do not doubt yourself. You got to pick a direction, all right? And I just did the reading on the nodes. Okay, anyway, I'll stop. All right, so the combination produces doubt, which is movement of hesitation in the face of order we have created for ourselves. 10, the sum of these two numbers suggests that doubt allows us to pass from one stage to another. The image of doubt is a weather vane, the metal rooster that changes direction depending on which way the wind is blowing, which is the symbol of inconsistency and hesitation. If you may be racked by insecurity right now. You will feel hesitant and tend to spend long moments inwardly debating what to do. As a result, you will enter into an open conflict to some extent with those around you, debating about what to do. What road should I take? Do I stay where I've always been comfortable? Or do I make a choice, the Lover's card, and go live on land with that hot man? Well, if you saw part 2, you know you're growing your sea legs. Okay. But right now, I mean, when you read this, it's like she's hesitating but there is a castle there in the background in mountains. Okay. Apologies. Let's see. You will undoubtedly feel that barriers impeding your progress are external to the situation and generated by other people's opposition and lack of comprehension. Okay. Again, back to the song. I'm so confused, lover. Did I mistake love and pain? I need a do-over. This is not at all, this is not at all the case under the present circumstances. This duality rests above all in yourself. I saw the teeter-totter. Let's stop. I like that you said that 5 times. You'll have no problems finding a wide variety of scapegoats. The sea goat. Okay. I did say that this could have started here in January in that Capricorn energy before the flip into Pluto. Let's see, you have no problems finding a wide variety of scapegoats, but nothing will change fundamentally until you come to terms with the fact that doubt is an inner state, an internal struggle. And that's why we were talking about Black Moon Lilith, where you rebel and struggle the most, and therefore then have a whole new appreciation of something as a gifted result. Trying to throw the blame on everyone else will not solve anything at all. It's about us. The only true effective solution is to look to yourself for the cause of the trouble. And I'm getting a beat. Doubt is an inner monologue. Our thoughts veer every which way, colliding and conflicting with one another. Doubt is still useful in external problems and in discussions with others. But it is okay if moments, but it only foments dissatisfaction when it remains locked inside us. You should not doubt, gnaw away at your mind, not even a little bit. What does MJ say? Even if your voice shakes, go shout that shit. She doesn't say it quite like that, but you get my drift. The only true effective solution is to look to yourself for the cause of trouble. I can't make this shit up, you guys. Okay. Our thoughts veer every which way in your, but only foments dissatisfaction. You should not doubt or gnaw away at your mind. Forget about the situation for a while and do something else. Have some fun. Be joyful. Go out there and have some fun. Chrissy, we going out. Advice: be willing to change your opinion, ask questions, discuss things, reason things out, make decisions, compare different points of view, and regain your self-confidence. Enough is enough already. Your light was never lost. It was just being hidden by someone trying to eclipse it. Not no mo. Just wow. Okay. Chills all over my body. If you would like pictures of the entire spread, I do document my readings. You can email me in the box below. There's information there if you'd like to book me for a reading through Soulful Revolution. That link is also there. And if you're not a part of Pathfinders with Soulful Revolution, Mary Jo and Call, you are missing out. And Jen, like, you're missing out. Okay, please subscribe. You won't regret it. Changed my life. And I'm not being dramatic when I say that. Much love.